I am here vibing with one of Jamaica's greatest musical sons, a singer, songwriter, bass guitarist, and arranger. His parents named him Boris Gardiner, and today he shares his story. Great man.
How are you doing?
I am okay. It's a joy,
Nice
man.
to
I
meet
am
you.
okay, man.
Pleasure,
All is
pleasure.
well, sir?
Yes, I will not going to complain.
It's good to see the great man. Good to be sitting in the presence of the great man.
Well, if you say so.
Nah, man. That's how you go for the Boris, man.
Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
We say it's a joy to be in the presence of one of the great musical sons in the history. I know you're a very humble man, but I'll say it. Yeah, but it's a pleasure. Talk to us though, Father Boris. Early life, place of birth.
I was born in Rollington Town,
Okay.
Kingston. And I grew up going to schools like Rollington Town School, Franklin Town Government School in those days.
Yes.
And then I went to a small college called St. Monica's
No,
College.
Orchard, that. That's not in Orchard?
No.
No?
Which one?
There's a St. Monica's College in Orchard.
No, not that one.
That is in Kingston?
That was in Kingston.
Oh, where in Kingston?
South Camp Road.
Oh, okay.
And
Yes,
then,
you will learn
and then it went to Hope Road after.
How many brothers and sisters?
Well, different mothers and fathers,
okay.
but my mother and father had three.
Three.
Myself, a bigger brother called Barry,
Barrington.
right, and my sister Dulcie.
Okay.
And then
Daddy have
separation, and he got married again, had two daughters, and got married again, and had four,
yeah.
right? My mother got married again and had two.
Me I come about 11 in total then Father Boris. So we are like that.
That's what we knew about.
Yeah, do about okay, I understand. And all your siblings are still with us?
Well, my sister passed away
Okay.
maybe 10 years ago.
My condolences.
And my brother Barry passed away.
Barry, Barry that helped you wrote Christmas.
Yes, Barrington,
Yeah.
Taze, Livingston, Gardner was his name. Yeah.
Okay. And
We wrote quite a few
songs
songs together.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about a few of them as we go along. And mommy and daddy has passed as well.
Yes.
Yes, my
Yeah.
condolences.
That's all big ages.
Yeah, man,
Father,
that's good.
95, mother, 98
They
plus.
did very well, man.
Exactly,
They did blessings, man.
Can't complain.
Can't
you know.
complain. What was it like growing up back then, though, financially?
Well, the monies was pretty small, pennies and half pennies and quarter, So it was tight in the home. Mother and father, when I was born, they divorced,
Okay.
right? My brother was 7 years older than me, and my sister was 5 years older than me.
Okay.
Right? So they had a good time to go to school and all that sort of thing, And in my time now, I found it a bit difficult because there was no father around for a while. You might drop off a
little
few, a pound or two, and that have to go
Stretch.
through. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So it was kind of tough, even going to school, finding lunch money, even shoes. Well, of the butter super strong.
Yes.
When the bottom get hot, it flaps because it used to be pasted on.
So the
And
thing
it was
separated
from
because of the
England,
heat.
so the heat out here couldn't take it, and then it started flying. You have to tie the bottom with a piece of string, and that kind of thing. So
Yes.
coming along, I was a rough kid
It
too.
was rough. Okay.
Yeah. Taking all my uncle's bicycle and ride with another fellow up to half a tree, which is a long distance in those days.
Right.
Right? On a bicycle. And when I get home and park the bicycle, my uncle called me Boris come buy a razor blade for me. I said, okay. And as I go to take the money, he grabbed, where were you with my bicycle? And come up with a strap, man, again.
Yeah.
You know. But these are just a little story of...
Yeah, man. No, man, a good looking story, man. You did not finish school, though.
No. I had a problem when I was 16. I developed a heart condition called tachycardia. You know about it, right? And so I just couldn't focus, and you know, I was in hospital for over 3 weeks for this thing at KPH. And when I got coming out, the doctor said, well, there was nothing they could do for me because they had no cure and that sort of thing. So I just have to live with it and adjust my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Well, when you tell that to a 17-year-old, you know what? It's like life is over, right? So time went by, a few months passed, and my mother tried to find things that I could do. I was good at art and that sort of thing. She wanted me to be an artist or going with a company that did art, you know.
Okay.
Yes, but they were looking for professionals in those days. That fell through.
Yes.
And one day while at home, a guy came to the gate and asked for me. In fact, I used to do some singing
From
at
school?
Franklin Town, right? Friday's concert, and I used to do some wicked classics, because you're mine, you know, Maria Lanza music, you know.
Yeah.
And everybody saw me to be a great singer, even the teachers. I was like the teacher's pet at the time. I couldn't do anything wrong, you know what I mean? Anyway, learning to sing and all, listening to people like Frank Sinatra and the great Nat Cole and these guys, I would sing along with them and, you know, just like that, learning certain things. So when I was at that age, you know, 17, Richard Hayes came to the home and spoke to me and said, well, Boris, we form a singing group, and we don't know if you'd be interested in leading the group. Yeah, so really? So if you're interested, I said, I'll try anything, right? Right, so let's try it now and see what happens. And so 4 of us got together. There was Richard Hayes, Dennis Moss, Delana Stewart.
Delana Stewart.
Yes, and myself. And we started to rehearse some hit parade songs and that sort of thing. And we developed a sound, right? We went to a club now called Penguin.
Crossroads?
Diener Road.
Diener Road.
Right.
Oh, that's
right beside the late Globe
Vineyard
Theatre.
Town side.
Right. A very popular club with a band, Trenton Spence group, you know. And we came on as guest artists.
The Rhythm Aces was the name of the group.
The Rhythm Aces, that's right. We were the Rhythm Aces. And we came on and sang a couple of songs, and the people, and I'm sorry to say, I said, wait, that's a good
so
sign.
Go on.
Yeah. Right. So as time went by now, we decided, we started to think of making a record or two. Right. And I wrote a little song.
Angela.
Listen, man, you know my history, man. The first song I wrote was Angela. And so we got together and we went to a company, Wasp Labels,
Okay.
right? Abrams, Roddy Abrams was
The producer?
the owner
The owner of the
yeah,
okay.
right. And we recorded it at RJR because those places now were with the studios,
Right.
RJR and JBC, and it sounded pretty good. Was released and thing, people listen, nice tune, you know. So it kind of
Feet wet
started, started something for us. And we went on different shows, Virgin's Opportunity Hour, little nightclubs around, and we started to build up a name. Then we decided to do another recording. And this one
Big hit.
was a pretty big hit for us, called 1,000 Teardrops.
Big song,
Right. 1,000 Teardrops. It spent 10 weeks in the top 10 on JBC.
I think it peaked at what, number 2?
Yes, for several weeks it was around there.
Who you guys recorded that song for? Island?
Island,
Chris Blackwell.
Island Records, right.
Big song for a big label father.
Yeah. Well, he was on his...
And you wrote
I wrote the song. Well, yeah, with the help of my brother in the...
Barrington?
Yeah, realized that he was a good writer too, so he helped me with the bridge.
Okay.
And, you know? And so from there, we did a song called The Meaning of Christmas, which still plays today. And I recorded it at
that
least
song a few
4 times.
4 times.
It's even reggae in England.
Okay.
Right.
So that was the third recording.
Right. That was the third recording. Well, as time went by, you know, we did shows like at Playboy Hotel and other hotels on the North Coast.
Yes.
You know. But the finances in those days were pretty low, you know. They would pay like £15 to be divided between 4 a.m. That sort of thing. And as time went by, we realized, boy, this is not going to really make sense. So we decided to fold the group.
That was an amicable
That's
split?
after about 2 years, yeah.
Okay. So everybody was on the same page with that?
Yeah, right. And so after that, I went on and
joined another group?
Looked for a job with Kez Chin and the Souvenirs, yeah. And the drummer Freddie Campbell put in a word with Kez for me. So, man, you have to hire this guy and very talented and that sort of thing. So I started playing all guitar and I'm looking at
rhythm guitar?
Yeah, right.
So that was your first instrument?
In fact, I made my first guitar.
You made it?
Yeah. With the help of a carpenter, you know, to cut out the body and that sort of thing. But it sounded pretty good after it was done, to tell the truth.
Well tuned.
In those days, you play more calypso music. You understand?
Yeah, man.
And it went on nicely. I knew my chords and that sort of thing, you know. And
Self-taught?
Yeah, and I used to play the piano.
You used to play the piano?
The piano, there was a piano at home where my sister used to take music. And, you know, but I didn't bother with the music. I sit down and ding, 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 do up days, you know.
Yeah, man.
Frank, my boy Fatsdam, you know, music and that sort of thing, you know. So it went on and I started getting some ideas of how music's supposed to be formulated. So I joined Christian and started playing a little guitar, some percussion instruments. Dobby Dobson was with kids at the time. You remember the
Yeah,
great
man, I
Dobby
remember that.
Dobson?
Yes, man.
Yeah. And Maurice Winter, we were front line. Dance and play percussion and cha-cha-cha and everything. The bossa nova, yeah,
Yes,
man.
yes.
And Kez had a very good band, you know. So, time went by, you know, and Kez started losing popularity.
Ah.
And so, I decided to leave Kez. And I got a job with Carlos Malcolm Afro-Jamaican Rhythm. That was one of the top 2 bands in the
In
land.
the island at the time.
Yeah, Byron Lee and Carlos.
Oh,
Yep.
Cool.
And so, things were going nicely with Carlos. In fact, when I went into the band, there were so many singers. Derek Harriott.
Right.
Upton Lewis, all these guys were singing. Lascelles Perkins, you understand?
I'll be a singer.
Yes, so I just steer my little side and play my little percussion and, you know, do my little thing what I can. And as time went by, you know, about 1963, about that, yeah, about 63, 64 now. Our bass player, Audley Williams, left the band. And so Carlos started looking for a bass player. And he was all over the place and said, boy, just cannot find a man to really fit in, right? So he knew that I was musically inclined. He said, watch out now, Boris. I can't find a bass player, so guess what?
You have to go play the bass.
You have to go play bass, you know. And I feel my heart start skip a beat immediately. My palpitation come on. I said, what you saying, Carlos? You're joking, don't you? I said, no. So no, I'm serious. But don't worry yourself, right? You'll just learn one tune at a time.
Fair enough.
Right? When I was a kid, I used to take up the bass and learn 1, 6, 2, 5, and real chords around a score, like, you know. And so I kind of started understanding it. So I carried home the bass from Carlos now and started listening to the radio and the ska music playing, you know. Right, and I would swat that thing and get a tune going that week.
Yeah.
When I go on the band, I take the bass and I play it. I said, good man, excellent. Just continue that. I bought my bass book and went home now. Start teaching myself to read.
Self-taught
bass
again.
notes, yeah. Right? And I just started to improve until I get a sheet of written out by Carlos, so I must follow it. You know what I mean?
So you're reading the score now.
Right. Right. And I wasn't doing much singing. I would sing and play the bass and sing a nice, easy tune and get to feel of, while singing, how to find your chords and sort of thing, right? And it started coming on nicely. So, as Carlos went on now, we did shows like, started travel.
Went to the Bahamas.
I went to Guyana, New York, yeah.
Canada?
No, I don't think I went with Carlos to Canada, but Florida, all these, yeah.
You start the road now, Father.
Yeah,
Boris,
man, getting confident, right? So, as time went by, Carlos decided we were in New York this time for Jamaica Independence celebrations.
Okay.
And he said, well, before that really, we spent a year in Nassau,
1 year.
in the Bahamas, yes, Freeport and Nassau.
Hotel
Right.
circuit?
No, nightclubs.
Nightclubs,
Cat
okay.
and Fiddle,
Oh.
right? That shows that it's really a nightclub where tourists come and just full
Okay,
up.
okay.
You know, they have a show and a sort of, yeah? And we left from Freeport and we went to Nassau and did the same thing. So after that year, we went on to New York to do our celebrations,
Independence.
independence celebrations. And with that, Carlos said, gentlemen, we're not going back to Jamaica, you know.
We?
The band, that's right.
Yeah,
He
well.
said, I said, what, you have something good going? I said, well, what we can do, we can get jobs for you, and we'll play on weekends. That means that we're going to play, we're going to work 4 or 5 nights, 5 days a week,
And play on the weekend.
and play maybe 2. It's a lot of work. Because I wasn't really a strong man with my heart condition. And I had to go through all them rigorous sort of things. So I backed down and I said, well, I think I'll be going back to Jamaica. Right, so told Carlos and said, okay. So I left and I went to Toronto.
Oh, okay. So that is how you ended up in Canada?
Right.
Okay.
Right. I went to Canada and I joined Leslie Butler. Leslie Butler had a little trio, but I didn't have a bass player.
Okay.
But he was playing bass. And played bass with his left hand.
Oh, okay.
Right. So they were happy to have me there now. So I went on and I started playing with the group, doing nicely, Jamaica, Club Jamaica. And then as time went, maybe 2 or 3 months passed, and when I look outside, I saw some little white things coming down.
Snow.
So wait, what is that? Later said, well, gentlemen, I have to go back to Jamaica because I have a job at Roundhill every winter time.
Oh, okay.
So I said, I'm not going to stay here with other guys who not with it. So I'm going to return myself. So the 2 of us came back to Jamaica. He went on his thing and I started hunting some work called Byron Lee. So boy, can I help me because I'm having a bass player, which was a guy named Bumps.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah, he passed away a few years ago. And everywhere I checked, they didn't want
A
a
bassist.
musician then.
Okay. Right.
So, coming down to December 1967, I got a call from a man named Eddie Knight,
Bronco.
Bronco. And he said, well, Boris, I hear you're back, you know. What you doing these days? I said, well, not much. He said, well, I have a little nightclub. It's really a steakhouse, but we want some music. I don't know if you can find a trio or so to fill the spot. And I said, well, I'll do my best.
That is always your thing, though, Father.
Right, because I don't have no musician around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I said, I'll do my best and try to get a thing together for you. So great. And so I found 2 musicians, a keyboard player from the North Coast. Da-dum, da-dum, da, you know. That's a swing.
Right,
So,
right.
I don't remember his name right now. And also a drummer. And so the three of us got together and started doing our thing, you know. It was nice going on, but the keyboard player now had a problem, a drinking problem. And so by the night reached 12 o'clock, he's all up there now, you know, and him start getting kind of agitated. Come on, man. And, you know, his whole countenance changed. And after, it's like he becomes the band leader.
Oh, okay.
I want to tell you what to do and start. The next night when you see him, boy, sorry about that, you know, boy, I just yes, I mean, but the same thing happened the next night, and I mean, you know. So I just decided, well, gentlemen have to find somebody else, you know. I have to let you go. We don't use the word fire.
Have to let you go.
Right. So, well, it came on to winter time, and he and the drummer went down to the North Coast.
Okay.
And I found people, what's his name? Tony Bennett, a drummer.
Okay.
Nice young drummer. And Keith Sterling, keyboard player, play with a lot of the big boys after that, right? So we started a more popular hit parade sort of music now. And people start getting the line and playing and singing with the bass. All songs like, what's it all about, Alfie? All those kind of tunes, you know. And people would get up from the table and start dancing and that sort of thing. And we stick with the hit parade music. And the place started.
Swing.
What, man? It was like a nightclub known as a steakhouse.
5 nights a week?
Yeah, 5 nights a week. In those days, they could have collect like a 30, was it pounds?
Per night?
Yeah. No, night. Weekly.
So you're rich for the for the
30
week.
pounds in them days is good money,
Good money.
You know. 'Cause you can buy a pair of shoes for like 4 or 5 pounds. You know what I mean? A nice band lawn, you know, but them band lawn t-shirts. But a pound and them sort of thing. So yeah, a lot of money you could put down. And so we did well going on in the Bronco. I came around to Christmas time, and the manager of Courtland Manor Hotel, which was on Trafalgar Road at the time.
Right.
Robert Lake, that's his name. He came there and hear about the band. So we swing the night, man, and in a break now, him call me and say, I want you at Courtland Manor, you know.
Oh, yeah?
I said, really? So name your price. Oh, hell, you know. By that time, you know, I had hired 2 more musicians. There were 5 of us now. It was only the trio.
What was the name of the band that the Broncos?
The Broncos.
Okay.
We started there as the Broncos.
Yeah.
And I had Patrick McDonald and Larry McDonald. Larry played conga drums.
Okay.
Great, you never hear him yet, but
No, never.
it was way up in his 80s now. I'm still playing in the States.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. But he was a fantastic conga drummer, percussionist.
And before I forget, Delano Stewart is still alive?
Yes.
He lives in Jamaica?
No,
In
he
the
lives
States?
in New York.
Oh.
I heard that he got a stroke. You know?
Oh, so
Yeah.
sorry to hear that.
Really?
Yeah. One of the great
Well,
ones.
Yes,
One of the
really,
great
really
ones.
and truly.
Yeah, man.
So
5 of you?
yes, we left.
The Bronco.
we left Bronco and went to Cortamana Hotel. And there, everything, the whole swing, because there was a band there. It was a jazz band with Ernie Ranglin.
Great Ernie Ranglin.
Yes. But the people weren't supporting the jazz. They wanted
something more modern.
Right. And so we took over the jazz band job, yeah? And we started playing hit parade music, rock steady and them sort of thing, and everything on the hit parade, yeah. So we did pretty good at Cortlamana for about 2-3 years. And Courtly started going down as usual. Something happens. We left there and went to Hotel Kingston.
Okay.
Right on Alpha Tree Road. And we were there and swinging again around there. And then after this, we decided to go on the road, become a road band.
Okay.
Right. And from there, we started playing all over Jamaica, backing up shows. All the big boys, you know, about John Holt and Ken Booth, Toots. My band was there backing everybody.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Right.
And I don't mean to cut you, so you left Broncos with Broncos. When you went to Courtly, that is when it became the Happenings?
Robert Lake said, we're going to change the name to the Boris Gardiner Happening. And it really stuck. It was a good name.
Good change.
Yeah.
Things are happening, you know, man.
Right.
So you were backing all the Who's Who at the time?
Yeah, man. When we went on the road, we were a direct road band and backing shows, you know? Even, yeah, artists, superstars coming down from the States.
Requesting.
And we would open for them. And I can remember a thing that happened. The Stylistics came to Jamaica and the Happening opened for them. And when I played and I sang my thing, then in the break, they called me and said, "Man, you're good. How would you like to come and open for us in Germany?"
Oh, yeah? You told them yes?
No, I did not.
Yeah?
Okay, I said, really, I'm sorry, but I just started my band.
Okay.
And I can't really get up and leave them just like that, you know, because that's how I stay.
Yeah.
You know, that was it, you know. But they saw a lot of
Talent. And potential.
Yeah, right. And so it went on here, there, and we built up a name. We traveled to quite a few countries. Guyana was one of my popular spots. Yes, they love me in Guyana more than Jamaica.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There was an album called Soulful Experience.
Yep.
And that took down there by storm, and I had to go there about 3 times to perform.
I love it.
Yeah, with the band, yeah. I went to Belize, Trinidad, Cayman, you know, all around like
yeah.
the West Indies. And time went by, and before I go on, the album Soulful Experience.
Yeah.
Before that album, I did an album for Byron Lee called Reggae Happening.
Reggae Happening.
Yeah, Reggae Happening album. And I then recorded a song called Elizabeth.
Reggae.
Which was really from Elizabethan Serenade. That was the
Oh,
original
right.
song, Elizabethan Serenade.
That went to number 5 on the British charts.
Yes, in the top 10, right.
Yes.
And with that, when I check it out, I hear, boy, your tune gone, you know,
was a
Boris.
cover.
Yeah,
Ronald
we did it in
Bing
reggae, and it
cover.
was a waltz.
Oh.
Right?
And you do
And
it
we
over. Nice it up.
you understand? That tune took the Britain by storm,
Yes.
right? And when I really found out about it, I checked what the magazine name?
Black Echo.
No. What a big magazine.
In England.
Oh, I forget the name. Anyway,
Really?
Billboard.
Oh, Billboard charts.
Billboard magazine.
Okay,
right.
okay.
I have to draw on that a little before.
I told you it's raining. What do you mean?
So, when I checked Billboard
Billboard
magazine, I saw Elizabeth Reggae, Byron Lee and the Dragonaires.
Oh, yeah?
Right? I said, I was shocked. So I went to Byron and said, what is this? He said, I don't know. I don't know who tell them to put that, you know. Of course, the company and Byron is close.
Yeah.
Byron, I'm sure, wanted to make a big hit in
In the UK.
Europe. Yeah, in the whole of Europe, right? And so he used this as an opportunity. Got his name as the
right,
singer,
singer.
yeah, the player of this record, right? So after a while now, and I kind of start get off some sound, it was changed over to Boris Gardiner, right? But the worst part of it all is when the monies drop, all the royalties come down.
Still have to.
I don't get a penny
Boris Gardiner.
out of 15% arrangement, but because you never sign a paper, you understand?
Oh, that's why I have 15%. Yes, you know. Yes.
I didn't get a penny from Byron. And so, because I didn't have any proof,
Right.
I just didn't know what to do, because
They seem like a very mild-mannered man,
the
Mr. Gardiner.
yes, the people who owned Dynamic Sounds was people like Pat Russo and Sadie, I think it's Ralph Sadie.
Oh,
Right.
I did not know that.
That's right. And
Okay.
because of that, then after a while, Byron Lee bought them out and took over Dynamic Sounds.
Okay.
So with my feeling is that the royalties that were made him buy them out. You understand? And just took over the whole company by himself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You did something else with Byron.
I did.
Cashbox.
I stayed with the company still, you know.
Okay.
And I did a song called, an album called Soulful Experience,
Okay.
which was, to me, one of my best albums.
Soulful
Yeah,
experience.
it was a soul album, right? And it did well all over the Caribbean and so on. Where it goes after that, I don't know. You understand? Because in those days, you don't even know where your record is being sold,
Yes.
right? You can collect publishing for your songs you write. All those kind of things we went through. But time went by, I did a couple of albums after that. Boris Gardiner, For All We Know,
Yeah.
What's Happening, the Boris Gardiner Happening.
Yes.
Yes, and you know, they did pretty well as time went by.
Yes.
Well, after Byron Lee thing, no, what really happened after that?
That's when you went to Studio One?
Well,
Or you were doing Studio One stuff while...
funny thing, I was at Studio One, I think, what year was it? No. Yeah, before Byron.
Before Byron.
I didn't tell you about that.
Yeah, well, we're treated Studio One. I'm going to answer a couple of questions. The happenings. Was Willie Linda a part of the group?
No.
No?
No.
Tinga Stewart?
No.
No? Early 16?
Tinga, the happening Tinga came later on when we changed into Courtland Manor.
Okay,
He joined the band. Yeah. And of course there were guys like Hux Brown, one of our top reggae guitarists,
yes.
where he and myself playing so many hits, bass and guitar, right? So
Earl 16 was...
Earl 16 was before.
Before?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. Earl 16 was when we went on the road, not before, after. Yeah, we went on the road.
Okay. We're going to try to get some perspective about those people.
That's right.
Studio One now.
Yes, I forgot all about the great Studio One.
And you did some great things at the great Studio One.
Lee Scratch Perry, yeah?
Yes.
When I was at the Bronco,
yes,
I got a call from Cox and Dad. Well, he's looking for a bass player to come in and be a session bassist. And if I was interested, I said, sure. So I left there and went to Studio One. And there was Jackie Matou, and Patrick McDonald, Phil Calendar, yeah.
The greats.
Oh, I tell you, man. I forget the name of the other guitarist. But anyway.
Leroy was there at the time?
No, Leroy was just coming with the Heptones. Yeah. And they did this album On Top.
On Top.
Which I played on was about 8 of the tunes.
Good Party Time. Why did you leave and all of them something there?
Why you have me in this thing? I know everything about it.
Well, you see, we have to document the journey, you know, Boris. So do you think,
Party Time,
great works here, man.
True.
Some of the greatest works.
Nanny Goat.
As I said, Nanny Goat, I heard somewhere along the line that Nanny Goat was supposed to be for...
Oh, the story behind Nanny Goat. Well, Jacob Miller's first recording, he came in and worked out the rhythm with Jackie at the piano. And so we come in and he started singing and finding the chords and thing and bass line and thing. Jackie Matou, yeah, man. And when the tune finished, man, Jacob was so happy. The tune sounded great. The evening now, after all the rhythms were done, Coxon came into the studio and started listening. So he told Jacob.
Okay.
The name's kind of me off away.
Yeah.
He told Jacob, like I hear your song, go to the mic, and the rhythm started playing and Jacob started to sing. And I'm doing him thing, and in the middle of it, Coxon said, hold on, stop this, man. I don't like how that song that sound on this rhythm, you know. Really, I don't like it. Larry Marshall. Sing a song on this rhythm, make I hear what it sound like. And you would believe that the rhythm was made for Nanny Goat.
Yeah.
The whole thing just was done perfect. right? And so poor Jacob had to go home with tears in his eyes, man. Really. And that's how Nanny Goat was born.
Yeah.
You know?
Music, you play it and feel like jumping, want to see Griffiths?
Feel like jumping,
Mad.
yeah. I did another hit for it too, but I can't remember, the names.
Okay.
After that, yeah. Bob Andy too.
Yes, naturally.
Right.
Naturally.
And there was a tune named Yahoo, 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 and a bottle of rum. What name?
Sing that song again.
I think name Yahoo, Yahoo.
No. I soon tell you. Hold on. The Voice
The
Rise?
Jizz.
The Jizz.
The Jizz.
So it wasn't the Voice Rise
No.
who did the original for that then?
No, the Jizz, man.
I've heard that name. Me hear the name of the crew already.
I see.
The Jizz. Oh yeah. I know the song as well, you know. I know the song. But so the Jizz did that. And you played on that?
Yeah, I did the original.
You played on Perfidia for Phyllis Dillon?
After that, I went over to Duke Reed.
Duke Reed.
The Treasure Isle. Yeah, and I did songs like You Don't Care for Me at All.
That's the melody. No,
the Techniques.
with Slim Smith.
No, not with Slim Smith. Pat Kelly.
Pat Kelly. Okay.
Yes,
Right,
that was done.
Right. They did some work with Pat for sure.
It was done with Pat Kelly, right. And
you played the bass line.
yes, that was one of my first bass line, and one of the first do 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 dum dum dum. That kind of line started, and everybody started playing it.
Tell us it's a great one of the father God. So you did work with Phyllis Dillon, the melody, and Pat Kelly. Slim, you played for Slim as well.
You know, I think I did, with the Techniques.
Right, that's why I was asking.
I wasn't really concentrating on artists and them
At the
thing.
time, you just had to do some work.
But it's when I listen to Slim nowadays, I said, boy, this guy have such a great voice, man.
One of the greatest one.
And the man commits suicide. You know? Just like
so
that.
many sad stories around
Yeah.
Slim Smith.
Beautiful voice.
Beautiful voice.
And he was with the Techniques.
Right.
And they have another Nick again, take another name for the group.
Okay.
Right.
Studio one was very productive and very eventful. Father Boris.
Very, it really put me on the map.
Some more. You did some great work with some great people.
The bass was my instrument for years. I wasn't doing much singing.
I wasn't doing much singing at the time.
No, I did a song called Commanding Wife.
Wife.
Was a pretty decent hit.
A big song that's
Yes. And this thing, second name, Groovy Kind of Love. Bobby Socks and Stockings, But I was doing a thing, just trying a thing. This was about 68.
But yes.
Yeah. And then Lee Perry
Black Heart.
got quite a few hits because he wouldn't do any session without me.
Oh, yes?
Right. And so he got, Police and Thieves.
That with Marvin.
Right,
Junior
Marvin. One of the big songs for them.
Yes.
And the Congos, Row Fisherman Row, that album, yeah. Quite a few more, yeah.
Great, and you had great success working with Lee Scratch as well, man.
Yeah, man. Up to the other day, I got a thing. I wonder if I can find it to show you.
Some award type of thing?
With Lee Perry at the controls.
Oh, okay. And Lee Perry was during or after the Studio One days?
All right. Lee Perry started with Cox,
Right.
as a presser and everything. And he was around the music and he heard, everything, and he had ideas. So he decided to start his own little studio. And so he built up the Black Ark around his place. Right? And with that, he just started doing music with ordinary little musician and
Yes.
sort of thing. But he wasn't really satisfied with his sound. He started using better musicians, right? Even Ernie Wranglin used to play around there. Billy Johnson, Keith Sterling, Robbie Lynn, Mikey Boo, you know, and drums. Myself, you know. So he started getting some nice rhythm.
Naturally.
Yeah. And that's how we really came. And then Chris Blackwell heard his stuff, you know, and said, boy,
There's a
you just
potential.
make it and send it to me, you know.
I'll make
And
it
I will
happen.
do the rest. Right?
Yes.
And so he couldn't really complain with his life.
You shouldn't.
He made really, you know.
Yeah,
that's
why
like,
you
yeah.
shouldn't. You played on Loser, Derek Arias.
That's just that I was going to mention to you.
Big
But-
tune again for the
but-
person.
Derek Harriott came to me and said, boy, I'm having a session and he would like me to arrange it,
Oh, okay.
right? Keith and Tex, you know. And Bonnie, he passed away, I don't remember his last name. But there were about 4 tunes he had to do, and I go home with them and work out all the arrangement, because me as a man used to write my music now, you know, and set up my paper and thing.
Yeah.
I go in the studio and start to record. And he got this massive hit. I was born a loser. Right?
Yes, man.
And so that brought Derek right on the fore and just took off, you know?
Yes. You created your own label in '68, the Bronco label.
Right. I had a label called the Broncos, Bronco label. And
Recorded people like Roy Panton and
Roy
Don
Panton.
Penn
yeah, you said Don Penn?
Right.
Right. And
Which
so
Don Penn you
the same Don
That
Penn.
same Don Penn?
Yeah.
No, man, I know Don Penn. Which song?
You know, I don't remember the name of the
I
song.
was wondering if it was
It was a classic. I don't remember the name of the song because I can't find the record now.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
I don't like that Father Boris.
These things happen as years go by, you know.
Yeah, I
I'm not a
understand.
young man, you know.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. I wish I could have find it more.
Really, truly.
What else was released that did well under the Broncos label, though? Broncos label.
Well, to tell the honest truth, I mean,
Come to memory at the moment.
I might have done a half dozen songs on the label. And then I really came out of the recording for a while after that, right? And because of that, well, I decided, no, to just start go around and be a session musician.
Oh, okay.
And everybody would send for me. I have 3 tunes, you know, but I don't remember all of the tunes. And me, I played for like the Melodians.
Right. Yeah, we spoke about the Melodians.
Right, Melodians, big hits and everything. Ox Brown and
Ox Brown.
myself. Yeah. Who else?
You played on Funky Reggae Party for Bob Marley?
Right. I did the bass on that, which Lee Perry got the job to change up the rhythm because he didn't like what he had. So
Okay.
Mikey Boo and myself went into the studio and Lee Scratch Perry put on the album, the tapes, Joe Gibbs studio. Diggy-doogie-dung-dung. That's how the line just came to me after the tune started, you know.
And you just make it up.
And it went right through, gave Bob Marley a million seller. Yeah, man.
You did you were at Aquarius one at the time?
Yeah. Aquarius in the late 70s, when things kind of got tight in the 70s, no
Yes.
political problems and them sort of thing. So not much was happening. So I went in the studio and started doing some engineering. And then I did an album with them called Sledgehammer, right? And I also helped to produce on a Jimmy Cliff album.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I don't remember the name of it, it was one of the first ones.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I did an album, and the album was a pretty decent album, right? But it's not the kind of music that Jamaica really cling to, right? But I made an arrangement now with what's name? Chin, the owner man. He had Lloyd. Damn, what's his name again? Herman. You know Herman of Aquarius?
No, I don't really know them like that still.
What, Lloyd Chang or Chin? I don't remember his last name. But it was Lloyd. And so we made an arrangement, 50-50.
Okay.
I wrote all the music and put it together and thing, and he would give me the studio time and we'd release. I gave him the choice to release.
Right.
And after a whole year, I can't get no money from this man. And when I checked him, boy, the true not selling, you know, and that. And there's all that hard luck story. So, well, I just give it up. One day, my band go to Canada. And when I reach Canada now on the bandstand, people come here and start ask about certain tunes. That is on that album.
The album when I sell.
Yes, he had a shop in Canada, you know. And that's where he was selling the album all the time. Right? And so I said, look at that. It was so popular up there that the people is all coming and wanting certain songs that we never even rehearsed.
Yeah.
So what to go in and have a little rehearsal and try to remember a couple of the tunes and the song. Right? And I never got a penny from that man. That's another hard luck story I'm telling you.
Hard luck story, Father.
You know, I say, this business is not for me.
It's not for you. You actually went away for a while to Houston?
Yes, I went to Houston after doing that album, yeah. And we got a job to play at a club, Jamaica Club in
Club Jamaica.
Club Jamaica in Houston. And I'm going to tell you a story which I've never told anyone.
Yeah.
We reached into Houston and we had to go and clear the instruments the next day. Right?
Right.
When we reached down there, truck open, and we're going to pick up the instruments, pick up 2-3 instruments and put in the truck. We just see about 6 guys come around and say, DEA? Nobody move.
Agency.
Right. I said, wait, what is this? So Joe, who is the man, the owner, looked at me and I looked at him and said, what did I say? I don't know what's happening. Anyway, I said, come with us and put on all...
Handcuff.
Yeah, bangles and all.
Salt you for the father
Right,
Boris.
carry us up to a little room now and start take out a snare drum.
Things in it.
So, boy, the snare drum, it's
so
dead.
snary.
Right. So whose snare drum is this? I said, it's not mine. Joe, everybody said, no. Grant, is this yours? Mine? Yes, it's mine. That's the drummer now. But he did try a thing. You understand? Put in a whole heap of ganja in it and yeah. Stupid guy. Really?
That's true.
And with that, them say, boy, them have to carry somebody downtown. They make a call and they're supposed to take him down. Him, he's my brother, you know. Them say, he's my brother. And I tell him not to do it, you know. And them kind of excuse him come up with. Anyway, they wanted to release me, but they said, well, downtown, so well,
Somebody
to bring
have
more
to forward.
involved. So, go down with him and put us in cells. And so, let's relax. He was like next door, wasn't in the same cell together. You know? So after about an hour or so, I hear them call my name, Boris Gardiner. And a man come up and open the door and said, come with me. And they carry me out and give me back all my things and release me. Joe, who was the owner of the club, was with us. He got a lawyer to call him and say, they charge these people, and I'm say, well, you charge Grant? I'm say, yes. You charge Boris Gardiner? I said, no. So what do you have him in there for? We demand a release right now. And that's how they released me. Yeah, that's right. You see. Well, I tell you, when I sit down and think about that thing, you know, the things could have happened.
You know. Yeah, man, that could have gone south very fast, Father God.
Why? But those were the low parts of my career.
Yeah. And speaking about Club Jamaica, was there a fire there where you lost all the instruments as well?
When we came back now, he was on bail.
Okay.
And so we started playing in the club and thing and going on. After, I think, about 6 weeks, one night somebody ran over, we were living close by to the house, and said, boy, the club on fire, you know. I said, what? In the middle of the night, you know, about 4 o'clock. So we put our clothes and got over there, so the place, going up, and fire brigade putting out the fire. And with that, well, I lost half of my instrument. Some of it wasn't too bad.
Okay.
Yeah. And the guy gave me a couple $1,000 and says, boy, I swear you can do with this to get back something. Yeah. And after a while, I returned to Jamaica. But pretty was fined and them sort of thing. And I had to pay back Joe the money.
Right.
Right, so...
Part and parcel of the journey.
That's things you have to go through when you deal with other people.
That is when you're linked up now with Willie Linda.
Right. You got the right thing going.
And out of that relationship came greatness, man.
Willie started playing with me from Hotel Kingston.
Okay.
Right. He was with the band and all that. And after a while now, he started producing Cynthia Sloss and quite a few artists. He was pretty successful too. But he always come to everybody and so come to a few tunes, 50-50, everything is
50-50.
So, all right. Let's go on now, and he came to me and told me the same thing. So we recorded 3 songs. Guilty.
Jim Reeves.
Yeah.
Let's keep
Let's
it that
keep
way.
it that way. I wanna wake up with you. And they were released like that. Guilty.
Oh, that order.
Yeah.
Let's keep it that way. And
Yeah.
I want to
The
wait.
first 2 wasn't bad and all that. Nice tune, kind of bring up the name and everything.
Yeah.
No, when it came to I Wanna Wake Up With You, and that song was released, there was a series of "Si Boops de, go and go near me mouth myself. Si Boops de, him have a bag of money." And that he had 40 odd boops on the ear.
Yes.
And now and then I get a little play. I wanna wake up with you. Right? No man, my tune is dead. This tune dead. Just forget it. Right? So it gone for a couple of weeks. Pure boobs. Anyway, he sent it to
UK?
no, New York.
New York. Okay.
It's WLIB, I think.
Okay.
And it took a time and went up to about 5 on the charts. And the books, number 1, I mash it up same way. Right? And suddenly, it's like everybody said, all right, enough of books.
Enough of the books business.
And books drop. And as it drop, wake up goes a bang, number 1. I wanna wake up with you.
As it should be.
And it spent 5 weeks at number 1. Right? Now with that, there's a guy called, let me see if I can remember, Phil Matthias.
Phil Matthias.
Phil Matthias he lives in England, in London. So he went to Willie and said, boy, Willie, right now, I like that tune in and I like get a okay for release it in England. Willie look on Phil and say, Phil, Boris can't hit England, you know. That's what Phil told me. He said, Marco, Boris can't hit England. I said, it's all right, man, but I'll try. Give me a chance with the tune. All right, I will send it to you when you go up. Phil fly out and go in England and sit down waiting and willing now for send him the tune.
No, I get it.
And them can't get it. So, as far as I'm concerned, it was pirated.
Oh.
Right?
So Phil, to find out if it releases.
Phil, this is what I'm hearing. Contact his source in the United States and tell them to send 2 of my 45 to him. I've got them. He's now telling me he went in the studio and they made a 12-inch out of the 45, you understand? And splice it up and thing and re-EQ it. Because it really sounded better than the original, you know. Sounded the mixers much better. And so he had that. He printed a couple hundred and carried to certain shops. Now you have shops with computers. When you sell it,
Right,
you put it, so you know how much sell for the week, right? So you put it in the right shops. By the weekend, the people were ordering and more of the record.
Yes.
So where you sell off already? Most of the time now, these tunes take a couple months to sell 100.
England, eh?
Right. 1 to 2 weeks and I'm still off an order. So he made another film, maybe 500 and so.
Sell off.
And send them out again. In less than 2 weeks, the 500 sell off. And the tune show up in the top 200 chart. So I said, boy, this is something, you have something here. So he went to Creole Records, to Bruce White, who was a manager and thing. Where's Bruce? Where's Bruce? Well, Bruce gone on vacation. What? No, man. You have to find him right now, you know. We can have a talk to him. So, Bruce was in France on the beach, relaxed, right? So the phone and I got him. I said, well, Phil wants to talk to you. He spoke to Bruce and let him know the position. I had this tune and man, if we're doing something now, I'm going to miss out on a big thing, right? So convinced him. So he broke his vacation, came back to England.
As he should.
Right, right. And so I know I'm way for to get thrown out and people let him have, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And the tune started moving up
The charts.
the charts. Okay, Woolworths have a big pressing plant up there, you know. I think Woolworths is just a place that sell look
Stationaries.
Yeah, man, I used to make records like
I
that.
didn't know they used to press.
Yes, right? So, I start doing this thing with the sales and thing and tunes selling and get on the radio and start playing. One of the princes was getting married and the DJ made a request to him and his wife and played a tune. This is for you. I wanna wake up with you. You understand?
Yeah.
I think that was the main thing that break that tune that way.
Wedding.
It start jump up the charts because 30 jumps, you know. So when it reached close to 50, all this going on, you know.
You don't know nothing
I
about it.
don't know a thing, you know. You understand? Willie Linda came to my home now and boy, I hear that the tune not doing badly in England, you know, and they would like us to come up and do a video. And start telling me. Phil would call him every day and say, boy, you know, we sell 1,000 today, you know. Next day, you know, we sell 1,500 today. And I just go, we sell 2,000. And it's so records sell when you have a hit tune in the States and
Right, and the UK.
yes, that. When you reach the top 10, you'll sell 5,000 a day, going up 20,000.
Well,
So
you were
that
in the
tune
top 10 for
sold
9 weeks,
over
so-
a million up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But them not tell me
Yeah,
that.
I tell you.
Yeah, that's They give me a reasonable figure.
They give you a reason.
Right. Like, you know, it was sold 600,000.
Yeah.
Yes, and so when Willie came to me, you know, and he told me that, well, we went up and as we went up the next day, we went out like cameras and all that. And everybody, they done, what do you call it now, set out
Right.
their chart of how they're going to make the video.
Right.
Right? And so as you see what came out of it, a nice video, and the boy have on some pretty clothes and look young and handsome them days.
Yeah, you did the top
Yeah.
of the pops as well.
Yeah, man. The tune now, you can only go on top of the pops where you're going into the top 50. Right? So I am a budding top 50 now. And the day they showed that video, you know, that week, I jumped from somewhere in the 50s to 25. A big jump that, you know. Right? Madonna and
over them people.
some, yeah. What's her name? Jackson, eh?
Janet Jackson.
Janet. Yeah, it's a big name. Lionel Richie. Just go and leave them. Right? So it went on, and then I could go on top of the pops. And so I went on and looking nice.
Dapper.
And it's mime, you know.
Right,
That's
right,
why you
right.
mime the record. And after that, man, the tune leave from 25 to 11. And then it go to 9, 5, 2. Now when we reached 2, a group from England released a tune that came on at 5 on the charts. So boy, everybody started fret because boy, no, this can't really happen.
It wasn't UB40?
No. I don't. It's one of them English group. Then the Friday night, because the charts come out,
Saturday.
the new chart comes out Saturday morning. That Friday night, I never slept a wink. Everything is just going like that in your head. And you're wondering if you're going to make it. Yes, and well, next day I was like a total wreck. Really called me about 7 o'clock and said, boy, Boris, I don't know. I didn't sleep good last night either.
Nobody does sleep.
Right, so we got a taxi. We just went down to Creole Records. Everybody sit down and the computer turn on and you see the charts thing and I start go down the line. And when we look, we say, I want to wake up with you, #1. And the same tune we're talking about dropped to about 13.
Okay.
Because what the word they use again, when they buy out them records, key to the shops and buy it back.
Oh, okay. Oh, so make it look like it yourself.
Right. That was that thing in those days.
Okay.
Right, and so when the people said, right, they must start buy the tune.
Say it yourself, so
But
make buy
never
it too.
help.
Big tune there, #1 one, them all right.
Exactly. Well, the true song became #1. And it was there for 3 weeks at #1 and 9 weeks in the top 10.
Yep. And #1 in Australia.
Australia, Portugal, and top 10 in many other countries in Europe. I got to visit like Germany, France, Spain, Yugoslavia, Norway, Holland.
Yeah, the European.
All these good, I tell you. But guess the funny thing, I didn't really do shows.
I just visit.
Yes, because it was winter time now and all that thing.
Oh, you never get to do no
No.
performances.
I went and I just did that song at a thing in Italy. It's in December and it's cold like hell.
Winter.
Right? And when you look, you know, as far as the eye can see, it's pure people stand up, you know, that's from the stage.
Yeah?
I tell you, lucky we had to mime the tunes because I could never sing. I got eager.
Cool.
You know, I wanna wake up. That's what you'd be hearing. So, go on, and I did my thing in the cold. And get back into the room, you know what I mean? I wanna wake up with you. I wanna be there when you open your eyes. I want you to be the first thing that I see. I wanna wake up with you. I wanna lay by your side, baby. I wanna feel every beat of your heart. And throughout the night, I wanna hold you tight. I wanna wake up with you. All the love inside me has been sleeping, waiting till the right one came along. You can share the love that I've been keeping, baby. You can put the music to my song. I wanna wake up with you. I wanna reach out and know that you're there. I want you to be the first thing that I see. I wanna wake up with you. Choo-doo-doo-choo-doo-doo. Choo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And throughout the night, I wanna hold you tight. I wanna wake up with you. All the love inside me has been sleeping, waiting till the right one came along. Yeah. You can share the love that I've been keeping, baby. You can put the music to my song. I wanna wake up with you. I wanna reach out and know that you're there. I want you to be the first thing that I see. I wanna wake up with you. Oh yeah, baby. Choo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I want you to be the first thing that I see. I wanna wake up with you. This is Boris Gardiner, OD. Have a wonderful time. Have a nice day.
Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it.
This thing is funny. It's so funny because it's playing. I forgot to it.
Yeah,
If I even turn it off, it's still
Big
playing.
song, man. World song.
World song, and no
World
doubt
song.
about it. That
World song.
That song is 37 years old.
Song all I mean.
Approximately 19. Yeah, 19, what was it?
80.
85,
Yes.
1985. Right?
Man, that song they want to see you here. Great song, great man.
Thank you.
Great song, man.
But better things happened to me after
We'll
that.
soon get to the better things. So don't reach the better things yet. You are everything to me. Peaked at number 11 on the charts.
Yeah, that song was recorded in England, you know,
As
while we were there.
Oh.
We recorded it up there.
Can you have a momentum, man? Why not?
You're right. Follow up.
Who you did that for? Willie or Phil?
William myself.
Willie and yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we started to deal with Creole.
Okay.
It's not an easy thing to get your money when you're supposed to get it, you know.
I am learning that.
You understand? Because the first money I must get from Phil Matthias. When the time come, I'm supposed to give me £10,000, right? And it's like the man starts crew and going away and like he want to vex with me, right? I was only getting 4%. Willie was getting 5.
So I feel like the earth.
11%, and 9% is for them. And it's like it find it difficult to give me mine. Right? So eventually him give me. Right? That's a cool and have on all some big coat and thing.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't like it, drop me up at the bank. Let me lodge it, you know. So boy, I can't leave now, you know. The man leaving me on my own. With all this money now for me, they would take taxi or walk because Barter's Bank was close by. And that is the kind of thing you have to go through when money is made as an artist. You understand? From that I said, boy, man to man is so unjust.
Very unjust, man. You don't know who to trust.
You don't know who to trust.
That's how I think of it.
And when them want something, boy,
Yes.
it's like he's the greatest person and them so humble and them thing. When money come under them hand, for let it go. Don't belong to them, you know, but boy, for let it go.
No, I saw you put up, man.
Yes.
You had a lisp as a child? Sorry to
I was
cut you
born with a lisp.
there. You're born.
I was born with a lisp, and the funny thing, when I used to go to Franklin Town Government School, my teacher, I'll never forget him, Mr. Blake, said to me, you have a very good voice, you know, Boris, but you have a problem. Because you say, I walk with God from this day on. You know?
Oh, yeah, put
That kind of way, yeah.
Okay.
And when the S come out with a lisp, so he said to me, you have to practice this. When you are going to pronounce S's, you close your teeth.
See your tongue now.
Right. And you say S, 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 S. Right? And so I did it for years and years, and I had a broom, and I go on like it's a mic and sing and call S's, words with S's, you know. She sells seashells by the seashore and them sort of thing. And
you
you
have
got,
rid of it.
yes, yes.
Sorry to break you when you did that talk about Phil just now, if you asked me that still. It just came back to me, so I apologize for that.
Yeah, so anybody who has a lisp and would like to lose it, get rid of it, close your teeth and pronounce S, S.
Yes. Before we talk about some of the great things we're forwarding, every nigga is a star.
Well, that's where I was going to take you.
Yeah, but
Let's see now. The 90s passed through. I had a little studio and all that, and people would rent it and do music. Every Nigga's a Star was really recorded
for a movie.
for a movie in the 70s,
Right.
about 1974, that
Starred by
time.
Big Youth.
Right. And Calvin Lockhart, he's an American actor. He was in Cotton Come to Harlem, big movie, yeah? And so he came to Jamaica and had this idea of making this movie called Every Nigga's a Star. So he went to the owner of the Bronco,
Right. Mr. Knight.
Mr. Knight, and said, well, if he was interested in backing this movie and such, you know, financing, and it looked like he was interested, so I said, well, he'll come in. And so I said he would need some music and that kind of thing. So immediately, Mr. Knight called me and said, well, the position, let me know what's the position, and if I think I can write up some music and that sort of thing for this movie. And the title is Every Nigga's a Star, and I would want a song called Every Nigga's a Star. This was really a challenge for me, you know. I said, I don't know how well I can do it, but I'll try, as usual. I'll try.
Yeah.
But of course, I know my brother is a great lyric writer, you know,
Barrington.
right? Because we have written so many songs together. A tune called Today, we wrote, Set the Captive Free, Lover's Lane, The Meaning of Christmas.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's what I should have sung for you.
Oh, yeah. When we wrap up, you can give a piece of that.
But of course, it won't be out for Christmas. Anyway, where were we?
Yeah, man.
With Night, yeah.
Right.
So I took my brother now and was sitting at home. And he was a man, him like him waters, you know. So I buy him a cue and thing. And have the guitar and I started writing some things. I'm not sure anymore just how it happened before. The places that I knew, Africa, were sunny and blue. I can feel it deep inside, this black nigger's pride. I have no fear when I say, and I say it every day, every nigger is a star. Every nigger is a star. Who will deny that you and I and every nigger is a star?
I know I asked about Super Cat now.
Well, they use a tune and use certain parts.
Sure anymore,
right.
Who's knocking at my...
I never made a penny.
So whenever you clear that, you never give them clearance to that?
No, them days they don't know about clearance. Everybody just sing anything. And badmanship, realship. But
I wonder, what
publishing,
what we see that
it's publishing. So the publishers, right, which was PRS, should collect and that sort of thing, right? But I'm not sure what happened. I never collect anything from all them things, right?
Okay.
And for years, that song, about a dozen albums were made.
It was on it.
And a dozen 45. After the movie was made, it was a total flop.
The Gleaner write it up.
Right. And
Write it
the
up.
first day, the Carib was jam-packed. No, you couldn't walk down the aisle, people sitting down. Over 2,000 odd people in Carib. And all happened in the movies like Big Youth come off of a plane and come home from the United States. Hey man, that well. And I meet some people and thing and gone home and say hi to people. And sometime in the night I go up into the hills in Warwick Hill where them guys count is Ozzy. Play them drums and smoke and them and sing and them thing. Right, and leave and go somewhere else and meet some guys and them sing some tune and yell and that and go somewhere. And it go on until, well, that is it now and I'm going to leave, time to go home. Gone to the airport and goodbye, roll the plane take off. So everybody was so
there was no
disappointed. No, there was not a story that would show that boy every nigga's a star or something. You know?
Could I write a better story for two followers?
Right. So it flopped. And with all the work I did a whole album. I put out some of my tunes that I
I
had
Am Home
recorded.
Again was also in it.
Well, I recorded that for the movie.
Oh, okay.
When he came home.
Oh,
The
I Am
best
Home
years
Again.
of my
Makes
life
sense.
were filled with so much strife. You know?
Yeah, man.
Right. So that was in the movie. And the instrumentals. Tung, jiggy, pakam, tung, tung, and on the road and them things. Some nice background music.
And you play those as well.
Yes, but did all the music. Some of the tunes I had recorded for myself.
Okay.
Right, Scorpion. It's the same song, but a different feeling I get. Molly says she coming, but I don't believe a word. Ba-dum, boom, boom. Some wicked music.
Ma.
There's a song named Rats in the Ghetto. Rough and Tough in the Ghetto.
Okay.
Right?
You
I wrote all of them. It's rough and tough down here, way down in the ghetto. Down in the ghetto, oh Lord, right? And it's 12, 13 songs made the album. And the albums are sold out. It's loved by the people.
by the people.
Right? And so after the first sale and everything, nobody could have get it to buy again. So the collectors start buying what was there and paying big money. $1,000 for a copy of the album.
Oh, so then but I press no more.
No, not after the first 1,000 because Knight gave it up.
Oh, because the movie never.
Yeah, man, it was very disappointing. Them just give up everything.
Knight never see the light.
Right. So after a while now, my music and thing was on the album, so we not I just decided to take it over.
Okay.
You
As you
understand?
should.
Right. And so I made an arrangement with a guy in England, and even it's maybe 30 years past, since that, right? And so more than that.
Yeah,
From
yes.
74,
Yeah, man,
84,
more than
94, 14.
Right, and
And
20
yeah, 40 odd years. Right? So we find some old copy and everything and get those that never scratch and everything. And the man, when I ain't gonna put the thing back together, we said we couldn't believe it. It sounded fantastic. All the jacket looked brand new.
Brand new.
Right? And we release it and it start getting known in the States. And
I don't want you miss a much in the father, so I go try push it.
Little bit after that,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Before that, couple things more. You played bass on I Wanna Wake Up With You.
Yeah.
Mad.
Most of my music I play bass on.
Mad.
Yes, yeah, man. I play a lot of bass, but all plenty of bass that I do remember.
You don't remember. Another
Right.
thing. I think
Max Romeo.
Max Romeo.
War in a Babylon. Do 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 do.
Yeah, War in a
Bim
Babylon.
boom bim boom boom boom. Ding dong ding 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 ding. That's Lee Perry.
Lee Scratch.
Yeah, War in a Babylon. Doom.
Ball.
War in a Babylon. Is people out there? Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, them tune there. Right. Some deep show tune,
I
man.
literally I think the father Boris, we know he's a humble man and not to hug up that, but hold on. Was there a little thing between you and Big Youth one at the time?
No,
No?
but Big U started saying that he had composed Every Nigga's a Star.
Right, that is what I heard. That's why I asked the question.
So I said, well, if it's Big Youth, then let him go to PRS and
collect.
tell. Yes. Yes. Because I have it
Registered and thing.
with PRS and MCPS. You understand?
So it was actually claiming that.
Of course.
Because we kind of,
Yeah, man, but
there was a little thing between you and
he went to a studio after the movie flopped and said, why, I would have like record this tune now. And I'm hear this rhythm. Dung, 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 I'm not sure, and it fitted perfect. Lucky.
Yeah.
And he recorded the tune and made some money off it. I never made a cent from it. You understand? And so it just go on through the years until Kendrick Lamar contact me and say, boy, I want a sample.
My name want to reach say it's still since I went there, go ahead.
I had spoken about
for his
the
Pimp
song.
About Butterfly album.
Yes, to Pimp a Butterfly. He would like to use a sample of it. And he started with it. Every nigga is a star. That play about 6 times in the beginning. Every nigga is a star. Who will deny that you and I? And every nigga is a star. And I'm going them thing. And that through the millions, I tell you, yeah.
Nice, I could put a business for the verse.
But guess what? I don't have nothing for sure that I have anything to do with the album. I don't get a plaque or a thing.
But you get your
Next
money.
Thing, yes.
Okay, then
that's only where I really started making a money
I think,
from that tune, right?
we take your money part, man. Hope you get the plaque one of them times still, because, you know, put it on our wall, but
Right.
the bank account's out,
Exactly.
give thanks to them.
Later on, no, a movie was being
Moonlight.
made named Moonlight.
2017.
And they contacted me that I'd love to use it in the movie, right? I said, sure, why not?
Why not?
And we made arrangements again and put it in the movie, and the movie won Oscar.
5 Oscars won, Best Picture.
Well, I don't know much
about...
about...
tell you, man, 5. And it got Best Picture and all of these things.
Right.
I can tell you.
The beginning of it, you remember, La La Land?
Yes,
that's
well.
what, La La Land, that's what, and the guy come out on stage at the Oscar and say, and the winner is La La Land, and everybody start, Ray, and a man just run out from behind the stage and say, no, it has been a mistake. It's not La La Land. The winner is Moonlight.
No, it's not 5, you know, it's 4 Oscars. Let me clear 4. 4 they won.
All right, that's close still.
Yeah,
We'll
close
take
enough,
it.
close enough. And all of the business round that sort out.
Yeah, man.
Glad for you.
Moonlight, Oscar. So my name is in 2 movies.
Yes.
1 song.
Every nigga is a star.
Right.
Moonlight.
So, you know, what else can I
Greatness, man.
say?
That are the power of good music, Father
That's
Boris,
the power of good music.
When you wrote some man, take your
It's
brush
something
it
I
off
always say, what is happening today is just ridiculous. These tunes can't get any further than the shores of Jamaica.
Right. Then can't pass
If you go in on the British charts, you must understand what you're saying first thing, right? You can't just sing everything about me I suffer, yes, and you know, a poor child can't think about what I'm saying.
If you talk to somebody about their Father Boris, let them understand.
I'm tired of talk to them. You understand? You have to come with good lyrics and decent arrangements.
Agreed.
You know, everybody wants to sing on one rhythm. Where they sound good, everybody out of tune. Sure. It's annoying, my man.
Yes.
But you know, I'm working with a couple of people who
nice
really
man, nice
sounds
man.
decent. You know, I deal
Share the
with...
knowledge and experience.
Yeah,
with some
really.
youths, man.
Yeah.
You became a legendary jingle writer too.
Oh,
Father Boris,
the
man.
jingle I had my day with that, man.
Lotto.
Win your lot in the lottery. Get your tickets today. That was the first
one.
one.
Then NCB, I think.
NCB, if you're a farmer who tills the soil, a businessman, a worker at the toil, and you need financial help and encouragement, bank on NCB. I hope you hear that in the NCB, you know.
BMBS. Victoria Provincial.
Well, NCB, this is, you are dealing with who?
Right,
NCB.
but then you did Some
VMBS.
VMBS, man. Yeah, man. That's what I was saying.
Oh, I see. Right.
And Island Dairies and them.
Island Dearest is Jamaica's BEST best. Right?
And I think
Nadine Sutherland when she was a kid.
Yes, man.
She recorded that. You know, and there are so many that still use it, you know.
Yeah, man, I know. They still use it, man. But tell us, you see much time, I tell us you're a legend both here. I want to don't talk it, you know. In 1986, you top reggae singer, Canadian Music Award. Wake up with you.
Top
Reggae singer.
Yeah.
1986.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
1986 again. Top
Yeah.
reggae single of the year. That is the Rockers Award.
Right, right.
In 1996, King Star Time Lifetime Achievement Award, I think.
Yes, that's right.
And the big one for me, 2006, Order of Distinction.
Oh, right.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank
Boris
you.
Gardiner, OD.
Pleasure,
Blessings,
pleasure.
man. Deserved, man. Well deserved.
Thank
and some
you.
more award when IRAM and then
I know, I
Reggae
noticed.
Gold 2019. That was from the Ministry of Culture and stuff.
That's right, that's right, that's right.
You did
You
great
know,
works, man, and it should be acknowledged, man.
You know, January the 13th is my
Your
birthday, and I'll be 80.
You don't look it?
I'm trying to defy what?
You do it well. You do it well, man. You do it well. You do it very well.
Well, sometimes the body says, what are you doing? What you really doing?
You have had
You know?
great successes and some disappointments.
Yes, yes, sure.
Some low times.
You know what I mean? It is ups and downs.
Part of the journey, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
but you know,
Yeah, I
it
hear
ended up better than, I mean, in those days, things were young and I could have squandered my thing as a young man, if you know what I
Right.
mean. But as you get older and you realize what life is all about, you know how to, you know,
Yes.
settle yourself and what to do and what not to
Level.
do.
And one of the great things to Father Boris, man, you are still able to enjoy some of the fruits of your labor with the Kendrick Lamar thing and the Moonlight
Exactly.
thing and something. You understand?
True.
Give thanks, man.
And of course, I've been married twice. Right now, I am married and I have a lovely daughter who just got married, and I have a granddaughter. you know.
Congrats, man.
I've got three
Three kids,
call it 4 now.
4 children,
4 children.
and a few grands.
Yes, right.
Like you're enjoying life, man.
Let's face it, there's nothing else to do now.
You have done it, man. Seen
Right.
it all.
I did it my way when I was 17. It was a very good year. It was a very good year for small town girls and soft summer nights. We'd hide from the lights on the village green when I was 17. When I was 21, it was a very good year. It was a very good year for city girls who lived up the stairs with all that perfumed hair. And it came undone when I was 21. When I was 35, it was a very good year. It was a very good year for blue-blooded girls of independent means. We'd ride in their limousines. Their chauffeurs would drive when I was 35. Heck. But now the days grow short. I'm in the winter of the year, and I think of my life as vintage wine from fine old kegs, from the brim to the dregs. It poured sweet and clear. It was a very good year. Thank you.
I give a piece of the meaning of Christmas.
C is for Christmas, the season of good cheer. H is for happiness, to last you through the year. R is for respect, that each and all should show in this holy season, wherever you may go. I is for indulgence, to know how far to go. S is for Santa Claus, the children all do know. T is for toys, for little girls and boys. Around the world, where'er they be, he'll find them joyfully. M is for manger, the place where he was born. A is for angels, who watched from dusk till dawn. S is for star, that led 3 men from afar. And remembering these, we hope you'll see a very Merry Christmas, wherever you may be.
Great man. As we said, there are still
Yeah.
things I don't know when I touch because you have done so much. But I really enjoyed this.
Yes, my dear, so I tell the truth.
But no, see how I catch your much of the one thing.
My poor brain nowadays, you know.
No, man, you did
not
extremely well, man.
Well,
You did extremely well.
I do my best. Thank you.
Man. And I am so happy that you are able, as I said, to benefit now in a real meaningful way from your work. So what you probably missed down, so you know, kind of forward, backward.
I know what you mean, to tell the
understand.
truth. All is well that ends well.
Amen, man.
Amen.
And good music shall never die.
Never die, never die.
Father Boris, it's an honor. It's a
Pleasure, a pleasure,
You're one
my
of the
friend.
legends in the thing. You
Thank
understand?
you.
You have done so much in so many aspects of the music, and
Yes.
I appreciate the contribution
Thank
to the
you.
music, sir.
Thank you.
You understand, Mr. Boris Gardiner, OD.
Thank you very
Man,
much.
that's right. For the people out there who want to get in touch with you for bookings, and because you still perform,
Yes, yes.
and you do dub plates. For the
Right.
people who want to find you for bookings and dub plates, how they find you?
The best thing to do is phone me at home. 876-925-3256.
Run it again.
876-925-3256. Boris Gardiner.
OD.
OD. Thank you.
Put it on, man. Give thanks, great one, man.
I never remember the OD.
No, man, we don't have that off, man. Give thanks. man. Give thanks, give
Thank
thanks.
you.
Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Like the video before you go. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. And remember to share the video with your friends and family. And browse the channel for more quality content. Until next time, walk good, my friends.
Teach them.